Hello, welcome back. In the last video, I have asked you a question, how to automate the process, and the process was instead of going to browser each time to figure out what is the price, is there any automation tool that can drive the browser? Instead of a human driving the browser, is there any way that you can automate so that the tool is going to basically put those numbers and get some output? Okay, so essentially what I am trying to do, I am trying to figure out if any way that I can automate browser. Then let's try to find out. So basically you go to google.com and then so just do a query on browser automation. Okay, it looks like the very fast result is coming out something called Selenium web browser automation. So let's try to explore what is that. So if you click on that, and then the very first statement is says that Selenium automates browser. I think I'm probably going to explore a little bit about the documentation and about what is Selenium, and then see, like, if this tool indeed can help me in automating my browser so that I can basically put this kind of origin city, destination city, some dates, and then it's going to give me a price. And then if this tool can compute this, all this thing, and then just give me in the output which is the minimum of all of this. Okay, so, and actually yes, Selenium can do that. Okay, so essentially the answer to that is that Selenium can do that. But is this the most efficient of doing that? I don't know. Maybe you can figure out some other way, like, if you know the APIs of Orbis.com, then probably you can write some program that can basically call those APIs and get you the number. Okay, but what I want to do, I want to use Selenium to do the same thing. Okay, and there is a reason for doing that, and I hope we are going to get that reason by probably the middle of the course. Okay, so when we are in the midpoint of the course, you'll come to know why I am trying to do, why I'm teaching you Selenium, so that it will be helpful for the remaining period of the course. Okay, so remember, our course name is Web Application Testing using Selenium. Okay, so I probably have given you enough hint why I'm basically trying to focus on Selenium. So Selenium 2.0 is basically a tool sets. Okay, so this is a tool set, and these tools are come up with three different things. The first thing is IDE. IDE is called Integrated Development Environment, and this IDE is basically some kind of easy to use tool for rapid prototype, and the IDE supports record and replay. That means in the recording phase, I will teach the tool what to click, where to click, and what data to give, and the tool is going to remember that, and whenever I'm going to do the replay, then the tool is going to do exactly the same steps whatever I taught in the recording phase, and that is called record and replay. But the bad thing about this IDE is that it just only work on Firefox browser. Okay, that means if for whatever reason you cannot install Firefox on your computer, then you cannot use this IDE. And also, this IDE cannot do all sort of things that I intend to do. Okay, and I will basically show you the bottlenecks of IDE. Selenium also provides you another sets of tool that is called web driver and Selenium remote control server. So what is web driver and remote control server? They are basically a additional tool set with IDE that comes as a part of Selenium 2.0 tool sets. Okay, that will help you to do something that cannot be done in IDE. So essentially, this set of tools provides you awesome features. Okay, I just put this bullet point here because I can't really explain you what awesome features it provide you, but during the course I will tell you what IDE cannot do and how WebDriver is going to help you in achieving those things, and then you realize the power of WebDriver or remote control server. Okay, and also this is given to an API driven. It gives you a sets of APIs or application programming interfaces, so that you can write a Java program or a PHP program or a Perl program or a Python program. Okay, and then you call those APIs, and that API is going to give you those awesome features. So, and also it can support along with Firefox browser. It can support on Internet Explorer, it can support on Chrome browser, it can also support Safari browser. Okay, so basically more browser support. Okay, and one thing that I want to mention you, that both WebDriver and remote control server solves the same problem. But remote control server was the old one, and if you are starting a new project right now, basically the best thing would be to do WebDriver. And this web remote control server is in maintenance mode, and if you find out some issues, then probably they will not going to solve your problem. Whereas if you use WebDriver, then along with the current features, you're also going to get the newer features, because WebDriver is the one Selenium SKU is maintaining on right now. Okay, and the third thing that Selenium gives you is Selenium Grid, and Grid is going to help you to run test in a parallel way. Okay, so if you want to run multiple tests in a parallel manner, then the Grid is going to help you. Okay, so here is the thing, that Selenium 2.0 toolsets consist of these kind of things, these categories of tools: IDE, WebDriver, or Selenium Grid. And what we're going to do, we're going to try to solve our problem. Our problem is to automate our travel planner. Okay, so while automating our travel planner, we will learn from IDE, we go all the way to Selenium Grid and solve that problem. By end of this part 1 of the course, you should be knowing enough of Selenium